Hello everyone and welcome back to the course. So we are at the final module, that is creating a real-time project. So what is the project? The project is setting up your own Git repo server. So what is the need of developing a server for the repos? The most important thing about the repos is that services such as GitHub and GitLab, you can see that they are all connected to a remote server, so the developers across the world who are accessing or developing the codes are relied on a server that is operated by another company. You have the access to set the repos to private so that public cannot access them, but it is also not it is also highly disregarded that the companies that are developing say any type of code that they want to share it or not. So for this purpose there is a very simple task so that the user or the corporation who wants the thing to get done develop their own repo server and connect it so that they can have the complete functionality of the services such as GitHub and GitLab, and they have the complete control and security because everything will be on their own server and there will be no hosting of their valuable codes on something else. So we need the following things before getting to the installation and development of our server. You have to know about VirtualBox. VirtualBox is nothing but it is just a virtualization tool. Come here to the Google and search for VirtualBox. I think most of you are familiar with it. It is an Oracle product. Just simply download it for free, and by downloading it and installing it, you will be having something like this. Let me come here and show you an icon like this, an environment like this. Just create new, and you need to type the operating system that you are working on. So for setting up the GitLab, the most preferred thing is using Ubuntu. I have tried and tested that, and I think for the best working I am thinking that 16.4 LTS, any long term means long term support, is the best for setting the GitLab server, because on 18th it is not in the stable form, so it will be having troubles. So please install the VirtualBox, and importantly download the VirtualBox, because for the old versions of VirtualBox they are not supported in Windows 10. So download a new VirtualBox from their website and download Ubuntu 16.4 from the website of Ubuntu. Okay, you have the ISO image. I'm just going to give you a quick example. I'm not going to tell you most of the thing about it. Saying the name, selecting the RAM size, and use existing hard disk. I am just setting everything default and go to end, and then after it will be asking for the image. Redirect to the image and click here, so you can have an Ubuntu running virtually. Double click it to start. I have installed the complete setup, and this is what a VirtualBox looks like. So here VirtualBox, I am running the Ubuntu, and just type the password. I have set for it. Okay, now we are going to talk about GitLab. So GitLab and setting your own private server. It is nothing, it is just a list of commands that is required. It is what Ubuntu looks like. So here in Ubuntu, open the terminal and type the commands. First of all, you have to update it. Sudo apt, so it will update it for the stability. It is getting the updates. Please watch it carefully, and it is better to have a pen and paper so that you can write down the things, and most of the time it will be having a lot of errors, so please note down. And if you have any error, please write to me and I will try to solve the errors. It is taking some time to get the updates. They are small updates, but let them have it completely. Yes, it is. I'm going to pause it and come back with the updates. Yeah, you can see that the updates are going on. So the GitHub server will be set up in the virtual box on the Ubuntu. I want to make it clear to you because right now, as per my knowledge, the GitLab server is not available for Windows, and it is also not preferred because most of the time the servers are running on Linux. So it is better to have the understanding of setting up a GitLab server on Linux, and it is quite easy. So we are going to talk about the commands. Okay, just wait for a second. I have made a list of the commands. I'm going to get back to you. Okay, now we here. So I'm going to open the command. You can download the command text I have included in the course. Just simply come here, and here is the list of the command that are necessary. We have performed the first command, that is update, and now we are going to install the CS certificates in the open SSH server as well as the postfix. Just don't take any tension and type the code sudo apt get install curl open. Let me check it. Sudo apt-get install CS certificate CURL. Yeah, that is my mistake. On a server postfix, I think I am good. So it is reading the dependencies, and yeah, there are some technical errors, but I think I have set up the things previously. Just type the commands and let me get the things done. Postfix, what is happening? Get install CS certificates. Okay, we are going to do it once for each time. Okay, curl has been installed. Now we are going to install CS certificates. Yeah, certificates are also installed. Now we are going to install OpenSSH server. I have installed it previously, but I am going to tell you that we have to do that. And now last, that is the postfix. That is for the mail address and all other sort of things. Okay, the postfix is also good. Now we have to go to the temp folder. Simply type cd space and an hyphen and type tmp. Now we are in cd temp. You can see here. Now type this long command curl L in capital O and type https S is for secure. Okay, we are adding the GitLab packages location to the temporary folder using the curl. We are going to develop a script and run it using the bash so that GitLab location is added to the install folder for the purpose so that we can download and install the GitLab CE, that is for the community edition. Okay, just .gitlab .com. Okay, that's good. Repositories, again GitLab, that is the location for the GitLab. And here we have GitLab CE Community Edition. There are two editions, one is Enterprise Edition and one is Community Edition. We are working on Community Edition right now. Is here ipts.deb for debian.sh, and simply give it this symbol and type bash, so we don't have to perform the next two functions. Let me check it once again. Okay, I think hello GitLab repository, GitLab CE script, and let me see what happens here. So we are good if this appears and have this time running, so we are good. Again, now simply type, first of all come back to the directory, we don't need to get to temp once again, so do that. Okay, let's just type apt GitLab CE. So just check the command. I want to make it clear that it is a file that has size of something about 416 MB, and in some cases it also downloads a lot of file along with it. So I say that the whole download process will be taking about 20 to 30 minutes depending on your net speed. And you can, once you have downloaded it, you can we can move to the other setup. So after clicking it, I will be canceling it and I will be showing you the things that happen here. So it is reading dependencies once the thing is started. Okay, you can see that it is asking for the space, and right now it is showing 466, but sometimes the process also goes up to 1.6 GB. I'm going to cancel it because I have downloaded it early, and you can see in the end there is a small clip of the whole download process. Sometimes there is a lot of error that occurs, so don't take attention because it only required a lot of time for me to get the things completed. It is not a hectic process, but if anything occurs, please write it to me and I will try to sort it out. Okay, after that the installation process will continue. Once you have downloaded, there will be an icon that will be opening at the last. You can see it from the videos. That, let me show it to you. I have some clips of the previous examples that I have done. Let me come here and GitLab test. This was the function that I have performed. Just wait for a second. Okay, now I'm going to tell you what happened to the whole process. Here it take a lot of process and a lot of time. You can see that in the end you will be having an icon something like this, which is saying that the GitLab process has been completed. And then we have to reconfigure it. I will be showing you how to do that within a few seconds. And there was a video once before the starting of the process also. Here you can see that it was taking a really lot of time to get the things done. So coming back, right now I have everything installed and we are going to set up the things. Again, just you have to disable the firewalls, or let's just check the status of the firewall by typing sudo ufw status. I have disabled everything, but I am going to tell you once again, this is the status. I have allowed all these things, but you have to disable them individually. There are two commands extra in this process also. Please take into consideration these two commands also. Sudo I think 88 TCP as well as, yeah, it is 443 443 TCP. These are the all the commands that you have to take into consideration and allow them on the UFW server. UFW firewall. Okay, and in status, if you can see that all these things once they are allowed, everything will be up and running. I am just checking. Okay, yeah, the rule has been added. Now I think everything is clear. Now type and another command for setting up a small process. .rb, because I think it's a Ruby file. And yeah, you can see that the thing has come. It is like a Vim editor. Just don't take any tension. Here you have to edit if you want to connect it to your own location or for your server, something for your website. Just come here and press F to enter and just type the name that you want for these files. Come down, and once you have done that, sorry, I think it's been closed. It is asking me and I am just saying it no right now because I don't want to save it. Get that complete. Again, why? Okay, we are here in the file. Type F to come here and come down, and here in the link external URL, it is open originally but I have closed it. You have to type the link that you want to connect it to. That will be your server, say anything such the link such as your company website. You have to type it here, but right now we don't need that, so I am not going to insert it anything. And after, and that is a haptic process, you can see type N, and it is asking you to exit, giving it a control plus X, and we have exited the thing. Okay, now first of all, everything has been completely done, and let's just say we are not going to do anything special, just checking the GitLab server. So simple type sudo GitLab -ctl, that is important, and type reconfigure to match the recent configurations that have been done, and press enter. It will be taking a few moments because a long script will be loading within it. Just wait for a few seconds. Yeah, I'm going to pause it from here. Again, the thing has been started and taking the things to get the things resolved and set up the server scripts to run for the first time, and loading everything, setting up the SQL and all the things that are required. It is using PostgreSQL SQL for SQL for the RDBMS, and I think it is using Nginx. I don't know how to pronounce that for the server purpose. So everything has been reconfigured. Again, type sudo GitLab, and instead of reconfigure, simply type start. So just wait for a few seconds. You can see that all these services have been started from here to here. Simply come to here and type, let it open first of all. Now you have created your own repo server using GitLab, and the repo server is completely private because it is present in your own location, in your hard disk, or the thing that you require, or the specific places. Simply type 127.0.1 and nothing else is required. I'm going to do it for you. 127.0.1, and I'm not going to type anything else, and just pressing enter, and just let it load for a few seconds. One important thing is that when you are running VirtualBox and Ubuntu in it, and if you are performing the operations on GitHub, it is highly recommended that the system you are using should have minimum 8 GB of RAM, in which 4 GB is allocated only to Ubuntu. But on the website, they have preferred to use the 8 GB individual for the GitLab process. Well, we are not going to do that right now, so I have allocated 4 GB for Ubuntu, and it will be using 2 cores of the CPU, and that is not required. So you can see that we have our own default location, and here is a sign in page. Just simply type the name that you want to get into, and come here and register. This is not the GitLab page, this is your own server. Type the name and have it, and in the next video we are going to see how to connect it to the Windows and run it on Windows while VirtualBox is running in the background, and we are performing the last steps. Okay, if you have any questions, please ask me, and thanks for watching.